Ice cream. Am I right? I need it every day. I don't know about you. And I'm going to show you how I make my ice cream. It is protein ice cream that has no sugar and all good stuff in it. And it helps me make my macros every day. It helps me get all my protein in. First things first, none of this making 2 of them at one time. Why? That's like a pain in the neck. Then you got to get all the ingredients out every time, like every 2 days, so you can make it again. That's why you get a bunch of them. I have 10 of them. I make 10 at a time. I have 10 days worth of ice cream. And then I don't have to do it again until then. All right, second thing is your protein powder. Because if you don't have a good protein powder, it's not going to taste good. Trust me, I have tried every protein powder out there. I tried to not use whey protein powder because it's not the greatest thing when you have histamine intolerance. I tried beef protein. I tried egg white protein. They don't taste good. Don't even bother. You need whey. And if you do this right, you can have it with low histamine. The most important thing if you have histamine intolerance is to look for one with very clean ingredients. Okay, this is my favorite one. First of all, it tastes better than any whey protein powder I've ever tried. It is absolutely delicious. But it only has sunflower lecithin, which is actually like a supplement, and then monk fruit extract, which if you're going to use a sweetener that's not sugar, that's the best one to use. And then xanthan gum, which is probably just a small amount, and pink Himalayan salt. That's all that's in this. Very clean, very delicious. And by the way, it's called Definition. That's the name. Next thing is your milk. Especially if you have histamine intolerance, you want to be using a lactose-free milk. This is the one that tastes the best, and it also has the most protein in it. So since I'm making 10 at one time, I'm going to use my big blender, and it's 1 1/4 milk, 1 1/4 cup milk per pint of ice cream. So I can fit 3, I can make 3 at a time in my blender. So I'm going to do that 3 times. It's actually like a tiny bit less than 1 1/4 cups. So I do like a little bit less. Otherwise there's too much. Then for each pint, you'll need 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. So I'm going to do 3 of these because I have 3 pints of ice cream. 1 teaspoon per pint of melted coconut oil. That helps with the texture. And 1 teaspoon per pint of vanilla. I am making vanilla ice cream, by the way. This is like the base. You can change it from there depending on what you want to do. And then xanthan gum, 1/8 teaspoon. That helps with texture a lot. And 1/8 teaspoon of Celtic salt. And you got your protein powder. So it's 1 scoop per pint, so I'm going to do 3. I'm going to blend this up. Once that's blended up good, you're just going to pour it right into your pints. And then repeat to make your other ones. For this next batch, I'm going to make it into mint chocolate chip. So I'm going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon per pint of peppermint extract. And then when you do the mix in, you can put like a tablespoon of chocolate chips, but that's when you mix in, not now. For the last batch, I am making chocolate ice cream, which is actually my favorite. So I'm using chocolate protein powder instead of vanilla. But I'm still putting vanilla extract in it. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon per pint of cocoa powder. You freeze these for 24 hours. And then you got your ice cream. You just put it in your Ninja Creami. You got ice cream within minutes. So worth it. So now I have 3 different kinds of ice cream that I will have available in my freezer.